Everyone expected Spain to win, not just win, destroy Cape Verde. The European champions were facing a nation of less than 600,000 people, making their first ever World Cup appearance. The predictions were brutal. Some models gave Spain over a 90% chance to win. But by the end of the night, one man had changed football history, a 40-year-old goalkeeper named Vozinha. Before this match, very few football fans knew who Vozinha was. His real name is Josimar Dias. He plays his football far away from the spotlight and spent years building his career across Cape Verde, Angola, Moldova, and Portugal. At 40 years old, most goalkeepers are retired. Instead, Vozinha was making his World Cup debut, and not just any debut. He was becoming the oldest player ever to appear in his country's first World Cup match. What makes the story even more emotional is his childhood. Vozinha was raised by his grandparents because his parents had to work. His famous nickname comes from those years growing up with them. After the game, he revealed that one of the reasons he cried was because his grandparents, who helped raise him, were no longer alive to witness the biggest moment of his career. But nobody knew yet that he was about to deliver the performance of his life. From the first whistle, Spain dominated everything: possession, passing, territory, and chance creation. They finished the match with 27 shots and over 2 expected goals. But every time Spain looked ready to score, Vozinha appeared. First came the incredible stop from Mikel Oyarzabal's close-range header. Then he denied Ferran Torres. Moments later, he got down quickly to stop Aymeric Laporte. And he kept doing it. Again. And again. The most impressive detail? 6 of his 7 saves came from inside the penalty area. These weren't routine catches. These were game-saving interventions against one of the best attacking teams in the world. Spain even brought on young superstar Lamine Yamal, hoping he would unlock the defense. Nothing worked. Every Spanish attack ended the same way, with Vozinha standing in the way. Most people will say Spain played badly. That's only half true. The reality is more interesting. Spain actually created enough chances to win comfortably. Their movement was good. Their possession was dominant. Their pressing worked. The problem was efficiency. Too many shots were rushed. Too many finishes lacked conviction. And when they finally produced quality attempts, they met a goalkeeper playing the match of his life. Another factor was complacency. Spain looked like a team expecting the goal to arrive eventually. Cape Verde looked like a team fighting for every second of its World Cup dream. That difference in urgency became obvious as the match progressed. The longer it stayed 0-0, the more confidence Cape Verde gained and the more frustrated Spain became. Here's the part that didn't get enough attention. When the final whistle blew, Vozinha broke down in tears, not because of fame, not because he had just won Player of the Match, but because his mother wasn't there to see it. Due to visa and travel difficulties, she had watched the game from Cape Verde instead of being in the stadium. Meanwhile, something unbelievable was happening online. As football fans around the world watched his heroic performance, Vozinha's social media exploded from tens of thousands of followers to millions almost overnight. The biggest star on the pitch wasn't Lamine Yamal. It wasn't Pedri. It wasn't Rodri. It was a 40-year-old goalkeeper from a tiny island nation who refused to let Spain score. And that's why the 0-0 draw between Spain and Cape Verde might become one of the most memorable matches of the 2026 World Cup. Quote of the day: football doesn't always belong to the biggest teams. Sometimes it belongs to one man having the greatest night of his life.